I was very pleasantly surprised by The Crying Dead. This is the title by which it goes on Amazon Prime, where I watched it. IMDb says that the main title is Spooked. Either way, it's the 2011 film directed by Hunter G. Williams. It's also written by Williams and Scott Michael Campbell. And to be honest, I watched it because the poster artwork looked amazing. I didn't actually know what it was about before I watched it. And had I read the description beforehand, I probably wouldn't have given it a chance, because it's about a group of people doing a paranormal investigation in an old hospital. And, you know, I grew up worshipping things like Most Haunted. I love this, but I'm a spiritualist. I know spirits aren't evil. So for me, it's a very uncomfortable kind of thing to watch. But even when I suspend disbelief, it has to be done right for it to be good. And for me, this is done right. It doesn't feel gimmicky. It doesn't feel cheesy and cliche. It's not just all shaky cam kind of found footage. It's done like a proper documentary with, you know, it's not just a bunch of friends either. There are actually some professionals who know how to use ghost hunting equipment, if you like. And you have the historical experts who know the history of the place and are telling that to the camera. And it's really interesting, and I think it's very well directed and very well edited, very well put together. The very first frame, the first scene, nearly wet myself because I had headphones in, and it's loud and it's screaming, and it definitely sets the tone for what this is going to be like. It doesn't have that many jump scares, but there are jump cuts, and the jump cuts cut to something that's quite eerie. And it worked really well. I was really impressed with the editing. I was impressed with the special effects. I thought it all worked pretty great. I'm not saying that this is an absolutely fantastic film, or that I found the paranormal investigation aspect to be restoring my faith in these kind of films, because it doesn't. But I did enjoy this one. I feel like it dragged on a little bit, but I think that's mainly because once I'd established that it was a good film and I liked the special effects and I liked the style of animation, of narration even, I kind of started to lose interest at that point, because the novelty of it being a good paranormal investigation film wore off. But if you like this kind of film ordinarily, I think there's a very strong chance that you're going to really, really like this. I hadn't expected much from it for no reason other than once the first 5 minutes passed and I realised it was about a paranormal investigation, I thought, well, I've seen so many of these and they're never any good. But actually this one's really, really enjoyable, very clever. They clearly know their stuff and either are paranormal investigators in real life or they've done a lot of research. So it's very very pleasing in that respect. I have no issues with it at all. It's not the most highly rated. It's only got 4.3 out of 10 on IMDb. But to be honest, I was very impressed, because I've seen people try and do this kind of film so often and they just never deliver. But with The Crying Dead or Spooked, I'm actually pretty satisfied.